Yo, what's up, everybody? It's episode. Okay, baby, no video for this Wednesday month, y'all, man. Breaking news, man. Breaking news, man. About the RB secret with R. Kelly, man. Okay, R. Kelly is, I guess, has judge to have him out there from prison. So I guess he said I think he should try to have a quest, to have him I think get from prison after threats were made, against his life to where R. Kelly was getting threatened by some gangs out there. So Redson went to where I think he's doing 30 years sentence for, child pornography, racketeering charges and how he doing 30 years in prison for the crime he made, but had also Redson been into where I thought Kelly getting threatened by gangs, the prison gangs, as the ABC, known as the AB, as the Aryan Brotherhood gang. So Redson went to where I think back around April 11, two Aryan Brotherhood gang members, McKeel, Glenn Stein, and David Keith Harris were approached by the prison officials, instructed to have R. Kelly killed. One of the inmates, Stein, poorly confessed to plot to kill R. Kelly earlier this year and signed a type of sworn declaration amid, made the scheme. Stein claimed that he was promised to escape freedom in exchange for carrying out the murder due to his terminal cancer diagnosis and stuff, and since that it's a killer argue Killer trying to argue that the single life is in danger, that he's continued incarceration under these conditions constitutes in cruel, unusual punishment. The motion carries violation of Kelly's first 8th Amendment rights and asks the court to place him on the home detention while the matter is under investigation. So it's just that during the press conference held Tuesday afternoon, Brotherhood detailed the allegation stated that they had to be in contact with the inmates who confirmed by being approached by officials and asked to kill Kelly. And things might going on, with this case about, I think about Kelly getting threatened in prison by gangs, and but it said that so I think he's being housed somewhere in North Carolina prison. So called Butner, so I think it's this place called Butner, North Carolina area, which is on the act now. So he's still in jail, facing time, and but I feel like he's doing a lot of time. So yeah, I think he's doing. I don't know. I think I'm killing man. I guess he gets done by gangs, man. Gangs, you don't get him knocked off and killed prison, man. But I thought Kelly doing so I thought Kelly doing 30 years in prison. So I guess they might let him out. I don't know, man. But I don't know. I guess it might have him do let out of jail, because I think the dude is a well-known singer and how he's doing time, and But I feel like if R. Kelly get killed in prison, means that he's gonna be gone, man. Be dead. But he still had to trying. I think probably might get out of jail because he's in danger for his life, and how R. Kelly, I don't know, I guess he doing time in prison out there, and how he's wasn't being safe out there, safe in prison. But I do feel that prison life can be how you gotta learn how to survive in prison. Learn how to survive and learn how to be. I said learn how to survive in there. You can't be weak in there, but I feel like he got to learn how to survive in prison, learn how to always, mind your business, everything. But I feel like Kelly, man, I guess he's doing 30 years in prison for things he got accused of doing, for child pornography case involving children, young kids and stuff going on, and how things is coming out now to where he is getting stored in prison, getting thrown, but I feel like he getting thrown in prison or stored, man, by some gangs out there. Like, gangs could be, Blood Crips, white prison gangs, as the Aryan Brotherhood gang. So gangs can get you killed, man. Like gangs don't kill if you are a celebrity, man. Gangs don't kill if you're a rapper, celebrity. Things can get you killed, man. By your own, I guess being a status of being on top of, I think, RB single, but I feel like RB singles can get a story too, but I feel like Kevin, I guess he might come home. I don't know. I guess maybe I don't know. I guess the courts might let him out of prison because he's So I read somewhere to where I think they might give him home detention or something, home detention or something. Might give him, but after I think he might get out of prison. So but I don't know if he might get out that fast. I don't know, I don't know if he might get out that fast, or either they court might give him, I think probation. I don't know, but I feel like Kelly, man, I guess he have a hard time in prison, man. I guess he have a hard time in prison because he getting threatened a lot. Getting billed a lot by gangs out there who want to get him, killed in prison because he's a well-known celebrity. But it's sad, man. He's out to, I don't know, I feel like he had to, might be out. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, peace. I'm out to take care of you. Peace.